Hey there, Keller ATA family. This is Miss Angie coming to you in a video to show you how to make flashcards for all the forms. Now, this is an idea that I got from Mr. Charles with Inner Circle Coaching. It was to help with memorization of the meaning of the form, how many moves, and which belt it technically coincides with. Sometimes we do learn our forms out of sync because we do block teaching, which means that it makes it a little bit easier for us all to learn our forms throughout. And so what we're going to do today is you're going to need to get a stack of flashcards with one blank side. They can both be blank, but I like to have the lines on the back so I can make sure my writing is nice and clean. You're going to need to have I like Sharpies. You might want to use markers instead. Pencils and color pencils or crayons, whichever way you want to do that. And so now that you have your supplies, these are my examples that I did. For instance, this is Sangam 1, the white belt. There's 18 moves. And on the back, I have that information as well. Sangam 1, 18 moves, white belt. And it means pure and without knowledge of Sangam Taekwondo. As with the pine tree, the seed must now be planted and nourished to develop strong roots. Now you don't need to memorize it exactly, but it will help you understand where you are in your journey of your Taekwondo. So today I'm going to do my favorite form. It's also the form that the camo through blue belts are doing in juniors. It's the blue belt form, which is actually called Enwa 2. And it's 42 moves. I like to remember that. Blue 42, Enwa 2. And the meaning is the tree reaches for the sky towards new heights. So I'm going to move all these. You can make one for each belt just as I did. And I use a little homemade laminate to seal them so they be nice and neat and they won't get dirty. You can get your forms, the information on kellerata.com. And at the top, you'll see a link for forms. And in there, it'll give you the name of the form, how many moves, all that good stuff. So for the blue belt, I get my one little index card here. And what I did is I actually knotted up one of my belts and just drew it the way I saw it, as simple as I could. So lightly, kind of draw yourself a little knot here in the middle. You're going to go this way. Then I like to do this little part here. That's part of the knot of the belt. And this is the part that goes around your waist again. Up like that. And I'm going to come out this way, make it all nice and big. This is the part that hangs down. And from this side, same thing. Now you'll notice that my belt has the gold leadership stripe. I am very happy about my leadership status. I like to be an example. So I put that on there. If it's a goal of yours to become part of leadership, it's a good thing to put that in there. It gets that mindset of one day I'm going to be in leadership. And if not, you can still do the stripe and make it part of the black belt club. So it can be a black stripe. So I'm going to put in my stripe here. Boop. Gotta make sound effects. Absolutely. So here you go. There's my little belt. Now what I like to do after that is clean it up a little bit, erase anything that I don't really need, things that kind of go where they shouldn't. That way when I get to the coloring part, it'll be a little bit easier. The next step is to draw your number. So mine is a 42. You can make bubble numbers, you can do whatever you want, but you want to make it a good thick number so that you can see how many moves are in there. So I like to make little block numbers. And then I'm going to go in here and erase where that band was. Clean up my 4 here. Then I'm going to go on to my 2. And then do the same thing. Erase where the band is. And then I got my nice strong 42 number. Now what I did next is, you can do this with a marker or a pen. I like the thin Sharpies. I went through and I just did a nice clean line. The faster you go, the better your line will be. If you try to take your time and be neat, your lines will be kind of wobbly. Oh, there we go. I'm going to do this to not get anything on my nice desk here. There we go. If it comes off, then at least it's on an index card and not my desk. You want to protect your parents' tables when you do this. Okay. So just going through real quick. Getting all these wonderful little lines. Don't forget to get your line here. Make it a little curved. Go. And don't go through your numbers because then it'll be permanent. Gotta go around them. There you go. So there's the beginning of your belt in WAD 2, blue belt, and then you just need to color it. You can use crayons if you want, blue one here, or you can use colored pencils, and that's what I like to use. It just gives you more, you can create more color variations and shading. So that's what I did. I just started here and just started coloring it in real nice. Now I'm not going to color it all, but you can do that. And when you get all of your cards in, then you can start memorizing the forms, and that way when a judge asks you or Miss Mary asks you, what is the name of your form? How many moves? What does it mean? Because you'd be surprised. A lot of times a judge will ask you at a tournament. If you don't know, it looks like you didn't study. You just studied the form and not the information behind it. So you just keep on going with that. And on the back, as I said before, you're just going to turn it over. You're going to write NWA 2, 42 moves. It's the blue belt. Now myself, I didn't learn this form when I was a blue belt. I learned it at a different point, and that's what part of the block teaching is about, and it's okay. That's why it's more important to learn the name of the form than the belt that it goes with. And then you just write the meaning. And again, those meanings are found on kellerata.com under the forms section. And that's it. So just make your forms and have fun with this, and then we will come back and show you something else you can do. But this will be great to further your understanding of Taekwondo and memorizing how many moves and the meaning behind everything. All right, well, I hope you guys had fun with this and can't wait to see your cards when you're done. Have a great day.